Hello friend, in this lecture we will learn about pointer in C language. So what is pointer? Pointer is a secondary data type we till now we have learned like integer data type which is primary data type, but pointer is a secondary data type. Let's see difference between and what is a primary data type and what is secondary data type. See, basically data type are two types: primary data types and secondary data type. Primary are integer, character, float, double, and short integer, and so many data types. And secondary data type are like array, pointer, structure, union, enum, and type type. So in this lecture, we will learn about pointer secondary data type. In my upcoming video, you will also learn about array, structure, union, enum, and type type also. Okay, so let's see about pointer. What is pointer? Pointer is a secondary data type and which is useful for storing address of another variable. Pointer pointer is a, we can say pointer is a variable but type of secondary data type which hold address of another variable. And using the pointer we can access multiple variable. Let's say in this figure you can see like one variable int I, int j, int k. Int I is holding 10, int j is holding 20, int k is holding 30. Using pointer, we can address I also, j also, k also, but not simultaneously one by one. We can hold. So suppose assume pointer is holding address of I, then we can access data of I using pointer variable applicable to j and k also. How we can use in program? We can use in program by this way. We have to declare the pointer data type and then pointer variable name. Example are given here like int star p, character star ch, just for example purpose. Float, sorry, typo here, float star f and double star d. Okay, so let's see some example. Let's see some example of pointer, how it will use in program. Let's say we'll write one example p1.c as include stdio.h. Okay, integer main, assume I'm taking example for this theory, so be careful. I is holding 10, integer j is holding 20, integer k is holding, integer k is holding 30. Okay, now let's me declare one variable p. Okay, till now is clear, right? See here, for this theory we are declaring three variable of I, j and k, and one more variable we are declaring of pointer type p as per this declaration. Okay, so as I explain you, using pointer p we can access data of I also, j also, k also. How? So let's say suppose in p I am assigning address of I. This is one address operator. Using this we can get the address of particular variable. This I is holding 10, but this I is somewhere in memory stored, right? In that memory value is written 10, but what is the address of that one? That we can get by address operator. Okay, see, now print up, I'm printing the value of I. I is equal to percentage d I. Okay, now I discussed we can access using the p also. So see here I assign address of I into p. So I can print that one. How? Just writing here. This is syntax and this one. Okay. What is this? See here we assign address of I into p. See careful here in RAM memory I is also I also has some address, J also have, and K also has. Okay. In that address, 10 is written, 20 and 30 is written. Here I declaring integer pointer of type pointer P of type integer star, which is also holding some address. But in the at that address, we are storing address of I. How can we print that? How can we dereference using star operator? So this is here two address come in pictures like address operator and dereference operator. So using address operator, we can get the value address of I which are storing in p variable, p pointer variable, and we are dereferencing it to get it value. Okay, let's run this example. GCC, sorry, GCC slash o p1. Some typo mistake. What mistake? Okay, this wrong character I written p1. See, using I also we are getting 10 value. Using star p also we are getting same value. See, now we can see till now p is holding address of I. Now I am assigning address of j into p, address of j, and I'm printing same thing for j also. See, j. Now p is assigning holding address of j, and I am dereferencing address of j using pointer. So it should print j value, and it will print k, and I'm assigning address of k. Okay, and I here I'm printing I. See, this will work. Okay, see, so here you got this right. Address of I is holding in p variable, and I dereferencing will get 10 applicable to j and k also. Okay, if you are in confusion, please write in comment, I will reply. Okay. So I hope this will be clear for you. Okay, so here we till now we learn address operator and dereference operator. So using address operator, we get the address of primary data type and applicable to secondary also, but we are getting address of I and we are dereferencing it. Okay, so now you might be thinking, now you might be thinking, why we need this pointer variable? We we may declare one more integer variable. In the integer variable, we can assign address of another variable and we can dereference it. Now you might be thinking, is it possible? Let's see one example. p2.c. Let's write p2.c include stdio.h integer main. Okay, so I am declaring I is equal to 10, integer j is equal to 20. Okay, so here print out value of I, sorry, and let me print address of I also. Okay, I'll print in percentage u format, address of I. Same way we can print j as well. See, let's compile it. P2. Okay. Okay. No, we can ignore right now for time being. Run P2. Okay. So here, let's get it. Hmm. Here, value of I is 10 and address of it this one. Value of j and address of j is this one. Okay. Now, can we assign address of one integer variable into another integer variable? Let's see. Address of j is possible. Is possible. Let's see. And let's print I also. Again, this statement we can print. Okay. Let's compile it. P2. We can ignore now. Time being. Okay. See, I variable has a 10 value here and its address is this one. Address will change when you run program again and again because those are RAM memory address and which is not physical address, which is virtual address. J is equal to 20, its address is one. Here now we are assigning address of j into I. See, now I value become address of j. See, address of j is become I value and address of I is same. Okay, so this is possible. So assigning address of one variable into another variable, I'm talking about primary data type, is possible. Yes, it's possible. Now can we dereference it? Can we dereference it? Let's see. Let's see same example again. P2.c into p3.c. Let's copy p3.c. Okay, let me dereference here I variable. Dereference I. Let me print percentage d. Okay, let's see what happened. See, these three warning you can ignore for time being. See, this is actual error. Invalid type argument of unary data type int. See, the C compiler is not allowed. C compiler doesn't allow this type of operation. So from this way, we can confirm that we cannot use dereference operator with primary data type like int. See, here we use same thing. Okay. So till now what we learn, we can assign address of integer into another integer variable, but we cannot dereference it. Okay. Till now I hope this will be clear. Okay. Now let's see one more thing. Let's see one more example. How can we? I told you we can access address of. We can access another variable using pointer. We can modify that variable also using pointer. Let's see such kind of example. Let me copy from p3 variable p3 3.c p4.c. So we no need to write again. See here I. Okay, let it be. Let me declare one pointer variable integer star p. I am deleting this j. I'm keeping only one variable. See, let me rewrite again. I am printing I value I address and let me print here itself star p percentage d and here star p. Till now you are clear. Okay. No, P4 we can ignore for time being this only. Oh, segmentation. What happened? Let me see. Okay, we are not assigning. Okay, let me assign P. That also will discuss why those problem came. Okay, see, we are accessing value of I variable using pointer. Now I am telling here we can change value of that I variable. See, assume P is holding address of I. Now using this way, we are we are accessing data of that one. This is this P is holding address of I. Now we are dereferencing that address and assigning some value, just for example 20, and I printing again 70. Let's see. We have modified I. See, even I also printing 10 star P also printing. So we can modify. So using pointer variable, we can modify value value of variable where the pointer is pointing. Okay, this is applicable for all data type: integer, character, double, float. Okay, same logic applicable to all data type. See, see, let's add some big value. Star p is equal to some 400 value. Okay, now let's see, compile, run it. See, we can modify. Okay, okay, I hope till now it is clear. Okay, see, now let's discuss about why that error, the segmentation error we got some time back. Okay, so what was the problem in that case? See here, let me take another example using, let me copy so it will be very clear. p5.c. Okay, see here, let me remove this part. Okay, and let me comment this one. See here, I is initialized with 10 and p is not initialized. So you learn this is local variable, auto variable. Auto variables uh, default value is garbage. So now p has some garbage value. P is another way, p is pointing to some well address which is not uh, RAM address, not valid RAM address, which it out of this process memory if possible. Okay, so here in this case it is trying to dereference that address. It is trying to dereference that address. Because of that error, because of that reason, it is giving segmentation fault. Okay, see in this case it will give segmentation fault. Okay, so that is the one reason. So this in this case it will give segmentation. See, p5, run it. See, segmentation fault. Okay, so this program trying to access memory which is not for this process or which is not a valid address. Because of that reason, OS operating system in this here is Linux operating system is giving segmentation fault. Okay, till now clear, right? Okay, next. So you might be knowing what is the size of integer variable, what is the size of double variable. Okay, now let's see what is the size of this variable, pointer variable. Copy p6.c, pi p6.c. Okay, how can we find size of the pointer variable? Simple, same way how we were finding for integer and other float variable. So let me put size of p, simple way, percentage d. Here also size of p. So what is the size of b? Now it's clear. See, here we are not dereferencing anything. We are just finding the size of pointer variable. P6, sorry, this is not 6. See, 6, 8. See, I am using 64-bit system. Okay, so for 64-bit, pointer size is 8 byte always. If you are using 32-bit system, pointer size will be 4 byte. So this pointer size is depends on operating system x86, yeah, 32-bit system. Okay, now let's see one more. Let's declare one more variable of character type. Let's see, character star ch, float star f, double star d. Let's declare like this, okay, this is for simplicity. So size of ch, size of f, size of d, size of ch, size of f, size of d. Okay, let's compile it. Let's run this one. See, oh, size of each type pointer variable is same. Now think, see, size is same. We point size is same for all type of pointer variable. Here in this case, we are considering these are all type is 8. Pointer can point to any variable and we can dereference its value. Then what is the difference between integer star, character star, float star, double star? What is the difference of such different data? In this way, we don't need character, right? You might be thinking integer star is enough, yeah, double star is enough, yeah, character star is enough. Why we need different type of pointer variable? Yeah, there is a reason. Using pointer type of character of integer, let's say integer, it can point to 4 byte. Character pointer type is point to 1 byte. Float pointer type is point to 4 byte. Double pointer type is point to 4 byte. Let's learn some theory. We can understand better way. So now we'll learn difference between various integer star, character star, for extra variable. See, think about. See, assume we have declare one integer variable. This integer variable, assume it is 4 byte. It is holding 4 byte. So let's assume starting address of that one is 1000, 1001, 1002, 1000. So this is 4 byte. The integer variable is 4 byte. 1 byte, 2 byte, 3 byte, 3, 4 byte. So if we store the address of that integer variable into integer pointer, so it can point to all 4 byte, all 4 byte. If we store address of integer variable into character pointer type, it can point to just 1 byte. If we store integer I address in float type, assume this fp is float, then it point to 4 byte. Okay, so this is a different. This is a difference between character pointer, integer, and float pointer. There is again difference between integer pointer. See here you have then no difference between float pointer and integer pointer. Yeah, there is difference. If you store if you store address in integer pointer, it definitely point to 4 byte, but it assume that value is integer. While in case of point float, it assumes that value is float type. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, no problem. Whatever you understand, we'll learn. We'll learn each and thing. We'll learn by practical example. Let's see. Include stdio.h integer main. Now declare integer I. I am Now I'm taking some big value. Let me take some value like 256. Okay, now integer star p, this is pointer variable, a pointer, integer pointer type, character pointer type, and float pointer type. Okay, now I'm storing address in p integer type and printing p. See, star p percentage d slash n complete and star p. Okay, now storing value in address of I. Can possible, we can store a single variable address in multiple pointer. It's possible, not a problem. I this way, then dereferencing ch, not pch, ch again, fp address of I, printf fp and fp. Let's see here percentage I am printing, and I cannot use okay, let's see gcc slash o p7. Okay, she is giving warning, we'll see later. p7 c p7.c. See, I value is 256. So in case of integer is correct value. In case of ch it is zero value. In case of float it is some looks like garbage value. Okay. So here pointer is pointing to all format. Integer pointer is pointing to all format. So it is giving correct value. In case of character it is pointing to first one only. You know what is the binary value of 256? Let's calculate from here. Let me open calculator. See, not basic programming. Let me write 256. See, binary. Okay, correct. See, 256. So, notice. Let me check again. Is giving some old one value. Okay, 256. Exact. Not giving correct. Okay, no issue. Let me write in this one. Not paid. Let me write it here only for 0 0 0 0 0. In case of 8 byte I'm writing 1 byte, 2 byte, not much. Okay, and 0 0 0. This is 256. This is 256 in form of 4 byte. So character pointer is pointing to this one, lowest address. So it is giving 0 value. Integer pointer pointing to all 4 byte. So it giving 256. Float pointer also pointing to all 4 byte. But is assumed the data stored in the float pointer is float type. That's why it's giving garbage like value. See, let's confirm again. Instead of writing one only here, we keep we add one more one here. So let me add 257. So we can confirm 257. Then in that case, character pointer will print 1. Okay. Okay. Let's compile. Compilation is giving error. Okay, I miss the semicolon. Okay. e7. Okay, let me cat also. See here now, this is 1 byte, MSB byte 0. This is mm, this is binary representation of 257. See, character pointer is pointing to this last one. That's why that value is 1 is given. Integer pointer is still pointing to all 4 byte, so it giving 257. See, float pointer is also pointing to all 4 byte, but is assuming data is float type, so it's giving some value which is in float format. Okay, so this is super clear now. Character, that is a uh, character is only point to single byte, integer pointer is point to 4 byte, and float pointer is also point to 4 byte. Okay, this is super clear now. Okay, so I hope this is clear. In next, see, this in pointer lecture is not not is completed. We have to learn more on this. See, now you learn just where is pointing character in case of integer pointer, character pointer, and float pointer. We will learn more thing, like how we can do how many operation we can do on pointer level, like increment operator, decrement operator. That way also you can learn many things. Okay, so that you will learn in next lecture. So for this, for now I am stopping this video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you guys. Thank you.